Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Basem Hanna Podcast. This podcast is for anybody looking to gain more knowledge on entrepreneurship and more specifically the Canadian real estate development space, which is where I operate. As always, your likes, comments, and shares are greatly appreciated. And if you want to watch more full-length episodes of the podcast, please head over to my website, basemhanna.com. That's BASEMHANNA.com. You can also connect with me on social. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. Handles are here. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Hi, my name is Basem Hanna, and I'm a bootstrap developer. What does that even mean? The real estate development game is one that requires lots of equity. And unfortunately, I am not a second or third generation rich kid. So I've had to do this all on my own from scratch. And that's caused me to learn some really interesting skills on how to get into the real estate game in a big way if you don't have any money. Becoming a developer, like anything else, requires knowledge and passion. So before we get started on anything, if you don't have the knowledge or passion in real estate, please just kind of stop here and go get that. But assuming you have knowledge and passion for the real estate space that you're in, here are my 5 key steps to becoming a developer on a budget. Number 1 is identify a market and asset class that you want to go after. What I mean is, do you want to be buying assets in Toronto or Brantford or Nunavut or Vancouver? Those are all different Canadian markets that all have their different nuances. It's so important for you to understand that nuance before you tackle the type of asset class that you want to go after. Once you've identified a market, you got to go after a different type of or a specific type of asset class. Do you want to be in multi-unit residential? Do you want to be in commercial? Do you want to be in industrial? Do you want to be in retail? Do you want to be in office? Or maybe one of the subspecialties? Do you want to do student housing or social housing or seniors residence? Each one of those has specific nuances, specific return criteria. So identifying the market and the asset class that you want to target is really the first step in finding or in becoming a developer. You need to know what you're going after. Once you've done that and you've scoured the market to find the assets that are for sale or that you can transact on, step 2 comes into play, which is running financial analysis and sensitivity. If you want people to trust you with their hard-earned money, you're going to need to demonstrate to them that you know what you're talking about and that their money is safe through the running of scenarios or sensitivities to show them that if the market goes this way, your returns are here. If the markets go this way, your returns are here. And here's how we're going to protect and secure that capital to ensure that we have a successful investment result. Number 3 is creating a presentation and the corresponding investment documents. When you're going to raise money from third parties, you need to convince them. It is a sales process, right? And you will have to put your sales hat on. The first step in being a good salesperson as it relates to investing or is investing and specifically in real estate is putting together a good offering memorandum or an investment presentation that shows them, here's the asset, here's the market, here's the return, here's the team that's going to be working on it, and any other piece of information that they're going to need to make an investment decision or decide to give you capital. And in addition to that, once they say, yes, okay, we're in, you're going to need to have those documents prepared to make them sign on the dotted line. These are called subscription documents. The one thing I will note is that you'll need a good lawyer to put those subdocs together because those are the governing documents of your relationship with your investors. So it's key to get those right and to ensure that you've got most, if not all, things covered that could happen. A good agreement is like signing a prenup. It's when everybody's still in love, you talk about all of the things that could potentially go wrong and how you'll deal with those situations so that, God forbid, if they go wrong, you're not fighting with each other and also trying to resolve a problem. The problem will usually be resolved through those offering documents. And then you can deal with the relationship aspect of it on the fly. 4, and most importantly, you got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't come from money and you are trying to get into the development game, you are going to need to use OPM, other people's money. The best way for you to do that is to, well, the way that I did it was I started off by going to my family and friends, because those are the only people that I knew that would trust me with any amount of capital to invest on their behalf or to manage on their behalf. The most important part of this process is establishing good, long-standing, trustworthy, incredible relationship with the people that you are taking on these investment journeys with you. And which leads me to my final point, or point number 5, which is you must deliver results. When you take on the responsibility of somebody else's money, it is a very serious thing. Losing money cannot be an option, or it is the option of last resort. You must work your ass off, nights, days, weekends. You must find solutions to the problems that you come and then you encounter, because at the end of the day, people really don't care about the excuse. They care about the results. You make them money, they will trust you with more money in the future. If you lose the money or don't meet their expectations, I'm fairly confident that will be the last stage of your investment relationship together. So with those 5 steps, I hope that I can encourage others that are looking to get into the real estate game that may not have the money to do it themselves, to find an alternate path so that they can achieve their goals. I hope that helped. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Well, that's our episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, your likes, comments, and shares are greatly appreciated. If you want to watch this or other full-length episodes of the podcast, please head over to my website, basemhanna.com. That's BASEMHANNA.com. You can also connect with me on social. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. My handles are here. And until the next time, I'm sending you all very positive vibes.